I do apologize in the meantime for this is a bit of a grainy vid, but uh yeah, you can see I know this is the second gen, but they use the same setup basically. You can see the difference between the Charge 2 woofers and the original, but this is just like a quick explanatory vid of like how I have these hooked up and whatnot. But yeah, these are Charge 2 drivers. I did put these dust caps on from the original drivers. If this will come out, there we go. Now, you don't have to use the rubber seal. I did because I felt like it, but oh dang it. Yeah. The way they're wired up, I just soldered the wires onto the terminals like so, and because you see like this only goes out like that far. If you take this off like so, long screwdriver, and you unscrew the motherboard. I'm not going to take both drivers out because it's the same for the other one, but the other one, the wires are a bit longer. If I get this out, that screw's stripped, I forgot. Yeah, that screw socket is completely stripped out, so I could just pull it out like that. This is a bit tricky to get out here. I'm doing it the cheap way by just prying up like that, although usually if you take this PR off, it's a lot easier. Get out of here. But if you pull, I gotta put that back in its socket. If you pull the motherboard out, which it's not coming out because of that stupid screw, there we go. You can unplug the drivers because they're plugged in right here. So you can just unplug them like that. And then this just comes out like that. So yeah. And oh crap. You have to get them back in, you can see there's that hole there. You just gotta feed the wire back through the hole once you have them plugged in. It doesn't matter which one you have plugged into which because they both have the same output. It's because it's mono for some reason. Skullcandy. Why? You put two speakers on something and you make it a mono. Why? I don't know. I guess every brand's doing that now, but they're using a tweeter and a whatever the frick woofer. So yeah, me being clumsy with this like usual. You just feed it through like that. Now getting this one in specifically, I'm gonna pretend the gasket is already on there because the battery is in the move. Because you see the battery is right under there. Stupid, get out of the way. You do have to kind of cram this in because you see it won't, that's because of the terminals, it won't go in all the way like that. Turn this off. What I did was I just took the screws and I used the screws as like a leverage point. That's the wrong size screw. I took the screws and I used them as a leverage point like that, except I put all of them in. Let me do that real quick because yeah. So I put the screws in the holes as is, and as you see, it still won't go down. What I did is I put these ones down, not entirely on the thing, but as close as possible to where I can like still move them down more. But I put them like right above, and then I slowly just screwed these down like that, and it like brute forces its way in like so. And then once this side's down, you can just go ahead and screw these down like that. That's pretty much it. You don't have to put the original dust caps on. I did that because I wanted to do a water test with this one time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, do not remove the foam on the top and bottom, especially on the second gen, because I made the mistake of doing that and I had to put the foam back on under the cover. The foam keeps the buttons from all being pressed down, because when you press all of these down, it bricks the speaker, and then you have to take it apart, unplug and replug the battery. And if you're wondering, yes, you can upgrade the drivers on the Terrain 2 with this tutorial. I guess you can you even call this a tutorial? I don't know. But the Terrain 2 and the Terrain 1 are exactly the same and everything on the inside, except for the fact that this has one extra plug on the motherboard for the LEDs on the passive radiators, and of course the LEDs on the passive radiators, but otherwise this is exactly the same on the inside as this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This was supposed to be like a 2-minute video. It's like almost 8 minutes now. 7.5, almost 8. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and yeah, end video. Go do your thing, or I don't know. Eat lunch.